Guys, what's up? In the pool today for today's video. It is heating up. It's hot. Florida summer's out here. I'm in Lighthouse Point, Florida, which is basically near Fort Lauderdale. And guys, this video, I want to come in here and help you guys out with, if you feel like you have problems in your life that keep repeating themselves, all right? So if you catch yourself going in circles, maybe you're trying to build a business and you find yourself feeling like everybody else is making progress and you're not. You're going in circles. You're feeling like you're just spinning your fucking wheels. If in your fitness, your nutrition, in your health, you feel like no matter how hard you push, you keep going back to where you were. If you, maybe in a relationship, you have a relationship with somebody and you keep catching yourself breaking up with them, but then a little time goes by and you go back to that relationship. Going back fucking sucks. Oh my God, being stuck sucks so bad. Sucks, man. Imagine going your whole life. Imagine this. Whatever problem you're facing right now, imagine it's 30 years down the road and you have the same fucking problem. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. I don't want that for anybody. So what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna break down some philosophies that can help you guys get unstuck and stay unstuck, okay? Now, as I share this with you, I have been completely stuck before, okay? I'll tell you, in business and entrepreneurship, I went in circles for like 5 years, starting a couple companies, starting this and that, and making a little bit of money, nothing very, like sometimes nothing at all, and just it kept seeing like I was getting right back to zero, right back to nothing. Made a little money, lose money. Tried to start a business, didn't make any money. Like just wasting my fucking time. And same thing goes with fitness. I was one of those guys, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, where I would work out really hard and that really kept the weight off of me. But I never was the guy that could get underneath like 10% body fat. I just saw people like that on the internet and I thought that they had something that I didn't. I was like, fuck, man. Like these guys just must have some type of genetics that are better than me. I'm doing all the right things. I had this belief system that I was doing the right things. And this is the first thing that I want to tell you guys when it comes to breaking this cycle of going in circles. Your belief system is what's what's fucking you guys over. Like your belief system that you're doing the right things and that you just need to work harder is what's fucking you guys over. A lot of the time, okay? Because let's just use fitness and nutrition as an example. When I was like 14% body fat or whatever, and I would get up, I've gotten up to like 18%, been a little bit fluffy, If you're a guy and you're like 20% body fat, above 15, if you're above 15%, you're chunky. If you're over 18, you're fat. My opinion. That's my opinion of a guy. Okay? I think a guy should be underneath 14% body fat. I think that's our best physique. It looks the best right under 14. I think that every guy should push themselves and get underneath 10% body fat at least one time so they can feel what it feels like to have that level of discipline. And then they should come back out and sit right around a comfortable weight between 10 and 14. That's a good place to be, my opinion. A lot of guys will get stuck at like 15%, and a lot of guys think that they're actually leaner than what they actually are. They'll say, oh yeah, I'm like 14% body fat, but then if they measured, they would find out that they're like 18, 19. But I digress. So I was one of those guys with fitness where I would work really hard, but I never seemed to break that plateau of 14%. And I told myself I was doing the right things. Come to find out, I was not doing the right things. I was not tracking my nutrition. I wasn't on a nutrition plan. I was just eyeballing shit and trying to work hard and getting on the scale and making adjustments to my food on a regular basis. I'm like, oh, well, okay, I would make on-the-spot corrections, right? I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna eat whole eggs. I'm gonna do egg whites. And I would just kind of guess my way to success. Well, that would cause me just never to get to the goal. And then the same thing in business. So in business, I tried for a really long time by myself to create different companies and use free education to get myself going. And I never really took my own development, my own professional development seriously. I never invested in myself. And so what I ended up doing was being stubborn, and I kept there's different things. Like I did a drop shipping company. I built I had an idea for an app, and I built a mock of that app. It was a community sharing app. I did map boards, which were military map boards, and I did like day trading stocks. Did all those different types, plus a bunch of other shit. But point is that I was going about all of those things alone, just trying to do it myself. And my belief system was that I was smart enough and that I just need to keep trying and adjusting my approach, and I would eventually get it. But I would only give things a certain period of time, like 6 months, maybe a year, a couple years sometimes, and then I was right back to square one. So my point is that I never really stopped to ask myself why I wasn't improving. I just assumed I knew why I wasn't improving. I told myself like it was something I was doing and that I needed to fix it. Okay, and I'm somebody that believes they should do it themselves. I'm gonna do it myself. So this is one of the philosophies that'll help you guys break out of going in circles in life that I learned. Okay, ready? It's that the universe is gonna keep giving you the same problem until you address it. The universe is going to keep giving you the same problem until you address it. So just because you're in a toxic relationship and you break up with that person, just because you broke up with them that one time, doesn't mean the problem is fixed. You will likely either find your way back to that same person or another person that has similar behaviors as that individual, because you never addressed the core of the issue. You never addressed you. In business, I was like jumping from one business to the next business to the next business, and most of my problems were the same as the previous business. I was going in circles. I was getting little results, not great results, or no results at all. And I kept thinking I needed to do something different, a different business, to get results. But the real problem was me. I was the common denominator in all of it. So the universe kept giving me the same problem over and over and over and over again. Jeremiah, you're not making any money in business. You're not successful in business. You're going in circles because you are the problem, dipshit. You're not asking people for help. Your pride and your ego is making you do it alone. In fitness, I told myself I was doing all the right things. No, man, I'm doing it right. I'm just going to work harder on my training, and I'll get below 10% body fat, or I don't need to change my approach. I just need to work harder. What a freaking idiot, man. So I kept running into the same problem. The universe kept giving me the same result. I would never break the percentage that I wanted. I never get underneath 10%. Whatever problem you guys are facing right now, recognize that the real issue is that you're not addressing the core of the problem. For me, it was pride and ego. Pride was stopping me from asking for help. My ego was stopping me from asking for help. And every step of the way, business, fitness, every step of the way, my dumb ass thought that I should do it alone. So I had to learn the hard way. And it's a lesson I keep having to remind myself to learn. Jeremiah, just ask somebody for help. Ask the person for help. But you don't need to go in circles, guys. That's my message for you today. If you feel stuck, frustrated financially, spiritually, in your relationships, in your fitness, wherever you feel stuck in life, there is a lesson that you're supposed to learn, and I want you to find that lesson. I hope this video shed some light on where you could possibly find it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my swim. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Conquer all.